So, hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, I
So,
am.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I feel like I probably should make a disclaimer.
Okay,
I
whatever works for
hate
you.
talking about people, and I don't want it to appear that I'm attacking her.
Of course not.
I know that she constantly complains about people attacking her, and so I don't want to come from that angle of
You're
attacking
just
her.
sharing. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. Like, I'm the same way. I don't attack her, but people feel I do, but actually I don't. Other people had opinions up here, so you don't have to attack her. You just sharing how
Yes,
you feel.
I
I
don't
get
want to
you.
attack her. I feel very badly for her. I feel sorrow for her, but then I get angry at her as well. Now, I've been watching her on and off for it has probably been over 4 years because I started watching her when she was doing the crime shows, and
Okay.
then I would go and visit sometimes, and sometimes months would go by before I would visit her channel again, and then she went on this thing where she was I think at that point she was going from Airbnb to Airbnb, and she was going to show everyone how to do it. I don't know
Right.
if you remember this, but she kind of like started off homeless after leaving that house, and then I think she went into the Airbnb thing.
Yeah, I don't know why she did that. That whole Airbnb thing. I don't know what triggered that.
Yeah, but she was pretty convinced that it was going to work, and she was going to show everyone how to do it. Do you remember?
She. I don't think I remember about her is she said she had rental property, but someone said that was a lie. Then next minute I left because she was talking about Nipsey Hussle like she was the girlfriend in the morning because she made a lot of videos about Nipsey Hussle. So I actually left for a while.
Hmm.
Then I came back and she was talking about something about crimes or something. I left again, came back. She's homeless. I'm like, what in the world's going on?
Well, so she was going to show everyone how convenient it was, how she would save money and still have the soft life, and blah blah
Oh,
blah
see, I
blah
missed
blah.
that part. I missed that part.
And so you know what? Wishing her well. I thought, okay, good for you. Go ahead, do your thing, right? She started making like I don't even really know where to begin here because she does the
Take
same
your time.
thing.
It's a lot because I kept going and then I left, and every time I leave, it's a new big situation.
It's a new situation, and to me, she creates her problems, and then she comes out and she tells us how she's going to solve her problem. It is always her way. Other people will give her good suggestions, but
Hmm.
no, it's her way, right?
Her way to
Then
highway.
fall through, and then she comes back with the same kind of problem. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. I'm just listening. We're
But
listening.
it's spun in a different way. She always needs the help, but she's not
Yeah.
asking, but she's asking.
At the same time. Yeah.
Yes, at the same time. And when you see her like that, or anyone like that, you feel sorry for them, right?
Of course, that's human to feel bad for other people. That's normal.
So, I would watch her off and on, and I
Hmm.
would say, wow, I really hope she gets it together. She does seem to know everything. So, but
Yeah, she did. She
we,
did.
we can hope, right? Who wants to, live in their car?
Right.
So I donated to her. Went away for a moment. One day I was watching her. I said, you know what? I can send her a few dollars, no problem.
Do you feel comfortable sharing how much you gave, or you want to keep that private?
Oh no, it wasn't much at all. It was about 25 or
Okay.
$50. I remember exactly. It was really nothing, right?
I bet she was grateful for it, though. Oh, good for you, Jazzy.
Oh, I don't know how grateful she was for it, right? Now I sent her some stuff after that too. I don't remember when. I probably should have went back and looked at my PayPal or something
Hmm.
and do that. But I watched her so sporadically. It didn't matter to me. One day I'm watching her and she was talking about. I think she was something had happened in an apartment. She had gotten to an apartment by this point. Now, a lot of things had happened. Things had happened in between that time, but she got into this apartment, right?
Right.
What's going on with that? I think there were bugs or something. She didn't like it
Yeah, some about
anymore.
she mentioned something about roaches or something going on.
She didn't like it anymore, and I'm thinking to myself, it was. I mean, if it was 2 months that she was there, I think I'm giving her extra time. I don't think it was 2 months. It could have been 2 months or more, but I had a feeling that she was going to come up with something because she always comes up with these excuses, right?
Right,
Which
right.
could really be true or not.
That's
But
true.
the
I
fact,
give a stop e-begging. $50, $20 was something. Even if she was not grateful for it, that was really nice of you still.
but yeah, okay, so I'm listening to her, and she tends to think that everyone her age is transitioning or going from home to home, job to job. Now I'm in
Wow.
my 60s, okay? I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to dox myself, but I'm in my 60s.
Right.
I have children her age who own their
Hmm.
own homes, okay?
Nice.
And they've been stable for a long time, went to school, life is not easy. Things happen, right? But I'm
Right.
thinking to myself, okay, I'm a baby boomer. She hates baby boomers, right?
Yes, she do. We all learned that real fast. She definitely do.
Okay, she hates baby boomers. Okay,
But she
fine.
like your money though, so you don't, let's clarify.
So, in an effort to encourage her, I was simply saying, hey, that's not true. There are people your age who are stable, who own their own homes, vehicles, whatever. They're doing their thing in the suburbs. She thinks that all black people are in the hood.
I know
All
that's
black
weird thinking.
managers are giving her a hard time. All
Mm-hmm.
black women are cutting her off. I mean,
Oh
it
my
gets to
God.
be a lot, right, for me,
Right.
because I'm not that type of individual as a manager. And, I've never been that type of person, right? And I know there are
Right.
other people like myself out there. But for some reason, she always runs into the wrong black woman.
I noticed that's weird every time. It's so strange. Like it's just like black women are in her way. I don't
It
get it.
doesn't add up, okay? It just can't be possible
Yeah,
that,
I say it has to be made up. A lot of those, I don't know. It's just,
that every person, every black woman, every black manager are doing these horrible things to her, are holding her down with their foot in her neck,
hmm.
or are giving her bad advice, telling her to go live in the hood. I mean, black people live in the suburbs, okay?
Yeah, they exist there too. Middle class.
They're
I grew
all
up in
over
that.
the place.
So I don't know. When she was talking, like she was like, don't worry, Miss Lee, I'm safe. As if there's no black people here, so I'm good. You understand?
Oh,
There's white people who rob people. I mean, oh, I'm like, okay, okay, whatever.
so I was trying to encourage her by using my children as an example. Look, hey, I have a daughter your age, owns her own home, has been in that home for years now, in the suburbs. The son owns his own home.
Hmm.
He's in the suburbs. I don't have any grandchildren yet. I have
Hmm.
grand animals.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. The grandkids may come later.
Yeah, but I'm not rushing them. Every time I say something about that, they're like, well, mom, children are expensive. And then they go on vacation. But when they're ready, they'll do it.
Right.
But I was really trying to encourage her and say, look, you know what? We have, there are black people with supportive families. If you're, she gives her side of the story concerning her relatives. And it's really kind of hard to believe. I know these things can occur,
Hmm.
but she is the common denominator in all of this. And
She
I
don't
would
see it.
love to hear her mother or her brother or other people
Oh God, yes,
give their
them.
side, because hey, maybe they are this bad and this horrible,
Hmm.
but
That's true. They could be.
her attitude, she has like this proud attitude. And I feel like it's good to have pride, right? But she's proud in that she looks down on things and other people. And
Hmm.
she looks down so much that she can't possibly see what's above her. Are you following me?
Yep.
because she's always looking down. The black woman.
Oh God, yeah,
You
especially
know what I'm
that.
saying? She sees us like this, just down. So she can't see what's above her.
That makes sense why she was claiming she was biracial once upon a time. But the thing is, she don't even like Mexican people, but she was half Mexican once upon a time. It's weird. I
Ugh.
don't
So
like
I was
pick
trying
something.
to
I don't
encourage
know.
her to stay by
Hmm.
saying, hey, my kids are doing it. I know you don't like baby boomers, okay? But I did it. I got on the bus. My kids took a bus at one time. Come on
Yeah,
now.
nothing wrong with the bus. I mean, if you have to look, if you have to, there's nothing wrong with it. Everyone at one point in their lives been on the bus. Okay, even
You
I
know,
have.
we've all done. I used to take the bus to college. I mean, really,
Oh, the
you
bus shuttles. They have like those SMU definitely has it. I remember when I was checking out that school a long time ago. They have shuttles too. I don't know if they still do, but yeah, there's buses that go to the campuses.
So I'm trying to tell her, look, my kids did it. They're fine, successful or, stable. You can do it too. Well, when I told her this, I had told her something about a flood in my apartment at one point, like a year or so ago. I had a massive
Hmm.
flood. There, Las Vegas flooded like no one's business, and it hit me. So my whole unit flooded, and we had to tear out the walls and blah blah blah. Well,
Wow.
long story short, I was telling her, look, when you find a good thing, it's good to stay put.
Right. Just stay with it. You never
And
know.
then I was telling her about my children. Well, once I told her that my kids, they're your age, they own their own homes, they're doing fine, she blocked me. I said
Wow.
nothing
Oh, so you did. So
disrespectful.
you are definitely on the block list. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she blocked me. And at first, I didn't even realize that she blocked me. She did it so quick. I was like, I think she
High
started.
level wisdom.
I
Wow,
really
that
didn't know.
fast.
I was still watching and listening, and she started saying things like her daughter was in the car with her, and she says, "Yeah, I have a relative that has your name, and
Oh.
she's an old lady, and she's been stalking me." And I'm like, "Who the heck is she talking about?"
Really, it's a safety issue when I've made it very clear I've had a stalker, I've had problems, I've had issues with people trying to find out where I'm at, what I'm doing.
Well, it turned out to be me, right? But at first, I didn't
Oh,
know
you're the stalking woman.
she's stalking me, and and she blocks me, and I'm like, "Look, I have no reason to stalk her. Really, I
Right.
feel sorry for her."
Right.
Um, but she blocks me for saying that my children are stable.
Oh, you should have kept that to yourself. You should have said they lived in the hood and struggling, then you likely wouldn't be blocked as fast, but eventually you would. Eventually. She don't
So
want to
then I
hear
said,
that.
well, why would you do that? Really, really, what is the real reason why you would do that? Why?
Maybe
Is it
she don't want to hear
envious? Why would you
positivity.
be envious?
There you
You don't
go.
know me, right? Or
Yep.
my children. Now, I have no reason to lie to you. I was really trying to encourage you and say, hey, you can do it too.
That
That's what
makes
I'm trying
sense.
to do. But you block me and accuse me of being some stalking relative.
Like she said, oh, there's a family member. Let me block this one.
You know, right after I said that, to me, that's a hateful, nasty person. That's nasty work to me.
Right.
You could have blocked my money. I wish you blocked
She
that.
could have. She could have just blocked it where you would get a refund, but she did not. She's not going to do that.
I don't really care, but why would you
Hmm.
do that though? You know what I'm saying? That is nasty work.
That's rude.
Now, if I were
Especially
cursing
the
you out,
subscribers that's giving you money. Why would you block them? That's crazy. I don't understand that.
but why would you block someone and accuse them of being one of your relatives that are stalking you? And she was chuckling
Exactly.
in the car and scrunching up her face and pursing her lips. And I'm like, this, what is wrong with her?
Excuse me. Oh my God. I missed that live stream. Or maybe I looked over it or something. Man, I wish I'd seen it.
And her poor
Wow.
dodo daughter, and I'm sorry for calling her a dodo. She's only 20 years old. But I'm
Right.
looking at both of them. I'm like, Dumb and Dumber. Come on.
On
Look,
the
if she
road
doesn't change
together.
her ways, I'm telling you, she's going to remain where she is.
I think that's the plan. I think literally, like, it's nothing people can do. Her family, her subscribers, you can give her all the advice, but this is what she wants to do. This is it.
I've never had one argument with her or said one thing out of the way to her.
You were very professional with her. Like, you don't sound like you're a bad person at all. You don't sound like you hate her at all. But she just took, I think it was a little envious. Like when you talked about your children, it made her think about herself where she should be. Or at least that's, I don't know, something like that.
Well, like she swears everyone her age are going from job to job and place to place.
That's actually not true. Especially in this economy, people are not leaving their jobs. It was actually on the news. People are not leaving.
Absolutely not true. Just like I don't think it's true that every black woman is cutting her off in traffic, giving her
Right?
you. It just doesn't make sense. It
No,
doesn't. To
you're
me,
right.
the only thing that adds up is her past behavior because the same things are resulting. For 4 years,
Right.
she's gotten the same results. Those are the only things that are adding up to me. Her.
Right. And I'm just thinking about just black women in their vehicles in her world. They're all cutting her off. Only her. They're just only black women doing this. No one else cut each other off. But as soon as they see her, they're like, "Oh my God, there she is. Let me cut her off."
Let me cut her off, yes.
That's how
Or
crazy.
let me not give her a raise or promote her. Come on, no.
Right. That's
No.
insane. And then problems in school. Caitlyn had problems in school. All of a sudden was a black woman. I'm like, these black women are just out for them.
Yeah, and everyone, I promise you, in the name of Jesus, I'm not jealous of this woman. I really do feel empathy for her. Who
Mm-hmm.
would be jealous of that? Who?
I don't know. She really think people are jealous, but because all of us can go into our cars and just live there. I mean, isn't that the same thing? So why would we be jealous?
I consider myself to be blessed. I like to, pay
Hmm.
it forward if I can. I
And
don't
that's
like to look
sweet.
down on people. I would help anyone if I can help them, right?
Right.
So who are these people who are out to get her? Is this paranoid delusions? What is this?
It has to be something. It must have been one black woman that set it off where she just think all black women are after her. I don't get it.
Yeah, and no one's parents help them. Parents help in different ways.
Hmm. And there's people out there who are non-black who never got help from their parents. I mean, I talked to some of them. They said, "Oh, my parents never helped me." Yeah, they're a little upset about it, but they said they had to learn to deal.
Yeah, and
They can't dwell
some
on it.
people find another support system, or friends, or not just who was she friends with?
I don't know. Some
Who
woman she
was
was
she?
friends with, but then they no longer became. I don't know. That she got upset because the woman was like, "Did you have a stroke?" Because one side of her face she talks from, and that upset her. So she did have a friend, whoever that person was, and no, they're no longer friends after that. But I think it's just her and Caitlyn
Like,
now.
she isolates herself, and she makes an excuse for that isolation. No one will help her because they're all bad. But you know what? She doesn't think that if they're all bad, then what is she?
I have no idea. That's a good question. Yes, Stella, you are, but that's a good question. That's a good question. But
I
what was
hear
I mean, like what was the defining moment for at least when you sent her money? What was it what she said that was like, okay, let me go ahead? What made you say, let me just go ahead? What was the sentence she said? Do you remember that?
you know what? I don't. I remember it being the summertime, and I was watching her briefly, and I just felt bad that she was living in her car.
Oh, you were just seeing the whole situation. It's not what she said, but what how she's living.
Yeah, I just,
Okay.
she's living in her car, and I said, well, you know what? I could just send her a few dollars, and then I, went about my business. I never was one to watch her like every day or often. It's really sporadic.
Hmm. But I mean, it's nothing. You don't. What you did was really nice. Anybody who gave her money, it was really nice. It came from a good place. It didn't come from a place of hate. It came from a place that you felt that, yeah, she really needed help, and then she
Yeah.
ends up blocking people.
But if you're blocking people who have done nothing to you after you've taken money from them, man, I have some words I could have said to her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that is nasty.
It was. And she
And then
blocks fast too.
accuse me of being her relative. Like, lady, you are nuts.
I know. She said, "Oh, my relative. Let me block this person."
Yeah, but it was conveniently after I said those things about being, finding a good thing and staying put, and then my children, and then I'm blocked. Then I'm this relative, and then let me block her. And her and Caitlin were sitting there, laughing with one another. I'm like, these goofy witches, but
Hmm.
it did piss me off.
I mean, you have right. Look, if I gave money to someone, and next minute I'm blocked, I'm just gonna speak for me, and they block me, I would be livid. I don't think I would be calling my
Yeah,
bank to see if I can get my money back.
and what did I do? What did I do?
Exactly.
And I
Exactly.
also figure that if she did that to me, she's doing it to other people.
Of course, we got a lot of lurkers right now who are like, "Yeah, that happened to me," and I want them to come up too. Don't be shy.
I wish they
Share your
would
story.
just it's up to people if they want to give or not. But I think, in fairness, the other story should get out. Like what she's doing to other people should get out. She doesn't give them that opportunity. She didn't give
Right.
me that opportunity.
Right. She just blocked you.
To say like, hey, are you my aunt or whatever this person is? And I could have said, no, what are you talking about? We could have had a conversation.
That's it. But she
Because
don't want no
I mean,
conversations.
she did it so quick, I didn't know it was me. I didn't know until I knew, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's talking about me. So I tried to type in the chat again and I couldn't.
Wow. Oh, so that's when you realized you were really blocked.
Yeah.
You were like, "Oh yeah, she did it."
I looked at
Wow.
crazy witch.
Man. But she kept the money. She did the same
And
thing
I
with
was
me. I
so
sent her a little
embarrassed.
$5, but I was evil. She called me evil, but she didn't reject the money at
I,
all.
and I was so embarrassed because, I told my daughter about it. And see, my daughter is like, she doesn't play, right? My daughter said, Mom, I told you about those scammers on YouTube. But to me, it's all in how you treat people. There are people who do have need, right? They're in need.
Right.
And I don't want them to not to get something because of people like her, because it
Right.
can
That's
make you
true.
stop giving to people. But I don't want to make it change me or let it change me. I won't do
Right.
that, but I will never give her anything again. And I will make it my business if offered the opportunity to tell
Hmm.
everyone what she did
Dang. And I'm gonna leave this live stream up for those who are curious who missed the other part. I will leave this up on YouTube.
to live in their car, but to select a car over a roof over your head.
I know that's insane. When she said there was roaches in the apartment, I'm like, okay, she can pay for a professional to come get that or do it herself. It's
Hmm.
better to be in an apartment than in your car, and it's not comfortable. Like, and if anybody did any long trips in the car, it's uncomfortable. Hours after hours sitting up like that, that's uncomfortable.
I think that she didn't have the money. I think what she does, I don't think that she tells the truth. I
She
don't.
don't.
I'm
I have
sorry.
stopped e-bagging up here. I don't know if she wanted to share her story with us.
Hello.
Hi, stop e-bagging.
Hi. I just popped up to someone mentioned a man named Anthony
Who's
in the
that?
chat. Anthony is someone who knew Leandria in person. She knew him before she left Houston the first time when she came down here to get into a homeless program.
Oh,
Apparently they were neighbors in an apartment complex, and so they actually know each other in real life. And he's been watching her YouTube channel. He's probably one of three black men that watch her consistently, and he's also given her money consistently.
Really?
Yes,
This is a
he's
man.
this is a man.
Okay.
His name is Anthony. His last name starts with H. Um, and he's in the live streams often. He's also he bought a membership on her channel, so whenever his
Wow.
whenever
Is
his
this a
name
black man or a non-black man?
this is a black man.
Oh,
Um, and I I'm not trying to insult him, but he sounds like he might be
special.
special.
Okay, because I'm like, usually she disses black men. I'm like, okay.
Yes, but she has her special favorites, who are longtime supporters, including Doug, who I'm surprised she hasn't blocked because he's been
No,
over
he
in your
has been
chat.
blocked. No, he has been blocked in the past. He
But
told me
he's not
himself.
yeah, he's not currently blocked.
It's
He's
unblocked.
actually yeah, he's a mod on her channel again now. But
Yes.
Doug, Anthony, and someone else who knew her personally and stayed in touch. But anyway,
Hmm.
Anthony is special, and Anthony has been generous to her over the years.
Wow.
She's been rude to him a couple of times.
What?
Um, yes, like he was asking some question about her mother, because she's telling these sob stories, and she got irritated. And she said something about, you've given me money and cash apps, but you haven't given me anything lately.
Oh my
What?
goodness.
Yes, yes. And he told her that he doesn't really have money to give her anymore because a
He's,
friend ripped him off for like $10,000 or $20,000.
oh my
Um,
God, poor
yeah.
guy.
And so he's depressed, and he comes to her chat and he brings
Oh,
that up. And she is so rude to him, and tells him that depression isn't real, and you just got to get over it, and depression is
oh,
a state of mind. Yeah, she's
depression is
very
real though.
Then
yeah
what's
she's
her problem? Because she looks very depressed to me.
well.
But you don't see it.
She says that she's just fine and dandy. She doesn't have any mental health issues. She doesn't have any personality disorder. She's not mentally ill. She's fine. And, she won't accept any suggestion that she needs to get professional help, whether that's therapy
Hmm.
or psychiatric help and
Medication.
medication. She rejects all of that. And she also rejects the labels of depression. And so when Anthony was bringing that up in her chat, she would get irritated and just lash out at him.
Whoa. And that's someone who
Yeah.
actually is still loyal to her. That is insane.
Still loyal. He has a membership on her channel. So whenever he's in the chat, he has a little picture, a little badge that shows he's still a loyal member of
That's
her YouTube
insane.
channel. Yeah.
And then
That
he,
takes a nasty individual to do that.
it
Yes.
does.
Yeah. One time he won't, I guess he doesn't have anybody else really to talk to. So sometimes it does come off as kind of derailing. So if she's, on a live stream on a roll and he shows up, then he might, say something about his friend ripping him off and how he's depressed. And she will just go off on him. And one time she actually said, maybe I can get some of the people in the chat to send you cash apps. What's your cash app, Anthony? Post your cash app.
Right.
And yeah, she did that one time.
Oh,
Only
okay.
one time. Yeah.
That's shocking.
Yeah. So yeah, he's
I guess
special.
I guess she
Yeah.
figured she got the right one.
Oh yeah. She even mentioned him the other day, saying something about I ought to make you apologize to me, Anthony.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Dang.
it
Oh yeah,
might be it might be in this video. It was in
I
a
saw
recent
that.
video.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
Yes.
That's
So
good.
that's
I
the
didn't know what she was
Anthony.
talking
Yeah,
about.
that's the Anthony that she's talking to. That man who's been around for years, all ever since she left Houston to come to Dallas to get in the homeless program. He's been through all of her different channels. He hangs in there, and he was sending her money kind of on a regular. Leah said something to the effect that he's given her and her daughter more money than Caitlin's own dad. So I think
Dang.
it was quite a significant amount that he was giving her at one time, but now he
That's
can't.
insane.
Yeah.
So he was
And
robbed, and
Well,
then he
God
yeah,
goes
works in strange
online for
ways.
comfort.
yes.
Wow.
Yes. So he was in a recent chat, he brought up Dawn from In Vogue. And that kind of irritated her too. Um,
Too close
I
to
don't know.
home.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be compared. I don't know, maybe because she realizes she can see the craziness in Dawn from In Vogue and she doesn't want to be compared to her.
I
Because,
just this
yeah.
woman, in honesty, I don't want to be bashing, so let
Mm,
me
Right.
say this correctly.
yes.
I don't think she likes anyone, including herself.
I think you are correct.
I mean, she can if she's not even going to just take these commission jobs. That's insane.
Yes, she's very proud to say that this is a W-2 job, that it has ADP, that it's not a 1099 job. But, I don't want to derail, but she doesn't, it's like what Slim Roller said. She's making $6 an hour. If she's required to work 40 hours a week, that $1,000 a month commission works out to $6 an hour.
Well, stop eBay. You see this comment by Boris Strong? It says she wants her supporters to buy her a house. Good luck, lady. But it says her mother still sends her money, so her mother still helps
Her
her.
mother is still sending her money?
See, she's not telling everybody everything.
Okay.
Where's
Look,
we need her
I,
mom up here?
I mean,
yeah,
she
look,
can't. It
I,
doesn't add up. I'm
okay.
old. I'm very old. It doesn't.
I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and drop down. I just came up to explain the Anthony H situation. Thank you.
Thank you. Look, wait, stop. eBay and gotta investigate. After she saw that comment, she gotta investigate.
I am. Oh, I feel so bad for that man. I pray that he finds good support.
Mm-hmm.
A good support system. Someone who will respect him and appreciate him and help him. And this.
Wow.
I don't like people who treat other people like that.
And see, he's disabled mentally, and even though she's not really, I mean, I don't know. She says she's divested. I'm not trying to be mean or funny or anything, but if I was a divester, I'd be like, hey, I don't need y'all Negro money. I'm gonna reject it right now. Okay, that's just how I feel. Okay, but she's taking his money. Then he gets robbed by his friend. He goes to her for comfort, I guess, and it doesn't work out.
I felt sorry for her because at one point I thought maybe she had a broken heart. And I think any woman could probably relate to that, or anyone to a broken heart, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that's why she acts like she acts.
Yeah, I
But
mean, that's
to
why I
treat
feel like she
other
got a broken
people,
heart, but she don't have to mistreat people over it.
yeah, to treat other people like she does, to accuse people, falsely accuse people like she
Mm-hmm.
does. And I'm going to say to lie like she does.
Wow, yeah.
Her stories are probable, but they don't add up.
I know it's something missing, or she's not sharing everything. You saw what Boris said. Her mom is still helping her, but see, I look. We need her mom up here to answer this. Like your daughter says you're no good, but someone else saying you're helping. So which is it? Are you no good or you're helping? Like what is it?
And what mother or brother who has their own home, who wouldn't welcome their sister and their niece into that home and knowingly know that they're living in a car?
She's not sharing everything.
Unless there's some serious problem.
Yeah, it has to be. It's no way. You don't want your loved one out there just cruising around Texas in circles and
Of course not.
yeah.
If we were in one room, if I had one room and my kid, well, they're grown, but you know what I'm saying. Had to
Right,
come,
no, I get it. They're all
no, you're not. No, we'll all be in that
yeah, I
one
get
room.
it. Mm-hmm. Hello?
These are. Oh, I'm sorry. These are two
No,
women,
I hear you. I hear you now.
two
Go ahead.
women on the street.
Two women. Women. That's dangerous.
But then, are they on the street? Are they really? Look, you know what?
Oh, I see what you're saying. They may not be on like this could be a hustle. Also, Diamond Lace, I would love for you to come up because Diamond Lace says I used to follow her channel before the pandemic. I sent her generous donations. One day she blocked. So whoever gives to her, you're gonna be blocked. Let me just put that out there. After I let her know the sound was out of on. Oh, so all you did was say the sound is out, and you got blocked. That's crazy. And share because there's a lot of people who did, but I don't know why they don't want to get on the panel.
They probably don't want to feel like they're, because she can use this as an excuse. Oh, look at them bashing me. You know, these are black
They're
women
all people are
bashing me.
always gonna bash her in her head. If you tell her please get a regular job, that's bashing. If you say, hey, commission is no good. I even tried commission in my 20s and I'm like, okay, this is no good. Never again. Um, she'll see that as bashing. Breathing is bashing at this point.
Yeah.
So
But
it doesn't matter.
I thought twice about it. I said, you know what, Lord, I really don't want to do that. However, let's call a thing a thing.
Yeah, just be
Let's
honest. Like,
just, yeah, on a thing a thing. If you're having a good experience with her, then tell it. But if you did
thank
not tell
you.
it, then tell it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by keeping silent, it enables her to keep doing this. Now she may still
Right.
do it, but at least someone else may know and think
She
twice.
might actually start thinking that, okay, maybe because we're not attacking her, we're not going in on her, we're not roasting her, none of that. So maybe she'll think, okay, maybe they have a point. Because if people are repeating the same thing over and over and over, not just once, and these are people who actually like you and don't hate you, then what can you say?
I think the speed limit on this street is 55, 60.
All right, Jazzy,
So
thank you for coming up.
Hey, can you hear me?
I hear you.
It's nice finally talking to you. I love your channel.
Thank you so much. And thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. This is a good topic. I just want anybody to speak their piece who are happy they gave or not, you know.
I'm
So,
not, yeah, I'm not mad that I gave. I mean, it was like years ago. I only gave her
mhm.
like $10 because I felt bad for her. She was crying.
Oh,
She
she
was
was
crying.
crying. Okay.
Yeah, she was crying about her mom. She said her mom was like basically mistreating her and how she felt like the outcast of her family.
Hmm.
So I felt bad for her. I believed her and I gave her $10.
Oh, she pulled on
Um,
your heartstrings. That's sweet.
yeah. But over time, she was make comments about black women being dumb, not comprehending or understanding. Um, she would make like nasty comments about black women. I was like, "Well, you're a black woman."
Right. That's weird how she do that. And she's black too. I don't understand that.
Yeah, and most of her supporters are black women. So it's like, why are you talking bad about people who are supporting you?
Because if all the black women left, her channel would just be dead, pretty
Right,
much. That's
right.
it.
And the way she speaks to her daughter is like absolutely disgusting.
I
That was
know. You remember that video when her daughter was crying? It was so much. I was like, whoa,
Yeah, I feel so bad for her.
that was crazy. I
It's
mean, her
almost
daughter's
as if,
crying.
yeah, it's almost as if she has her daughter hostage. Like
I
it's
don't
like
know.
her
It seems
daughter
like they're
can't.
both mentally trapped with each other, and that's
Right,
just about it.
right, yeah. I really feel bad for her. Her daughter's like only 20 years old. She should be like living life, traveling in school, not with her
Hmm.
mom in the car. I just
I
really feel bad for
know
her.
she's wasting her 20s, and I mean, I'm not trying to look. If some people want to travel by car in their 20s and be homeless about it, that's different. If that's what you really want to do, but the average 20-something-year-old, no, no.
Right, yeah. So I just hope that her daughter is able to come out of that. But I don't know. It's like a mental. I don't know, a
I
mental
mean, if
thing.
she's afraid to cross the street, it's gonna take a miracle at this point.
Yeah,
It
she
really
won't even
is.
let her catch the bus.
Yep, she's
Hmm.
handicapping her daughter, so I don't know
Hmm.
if she's gonna come out of it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know like where her relationship is with her father. Leah, she says one thing, but I don't know if I believe that. I believe
You think he was there? She said he was never there, and then he died.
no,
That's
not her father. I'm talking
oh,
about Caitlin's
Caitlin's
father.
father.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. As to why he would allow her daughter to live that way, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. See, he was a trucker. I think he still is a trucker. I think he stopped eBay and said, but So he couldn't. I guess he couldn't quit his job that was paying him really good. I guess because he maybe didn't have any other skills to do any other type of work. Because if he got and fought for her when she was a minor, he could take her to his home and everything, but that means he would have to give up trucking.
Oh, okay. So that makes sense. Okay.
Unless he can do local trucking, but the ones on the road, they
Hmm.
make decent money, I heard, but you're not home every day.
Right. Oh, okay. Okay. That
And
makes.
so, yeah. So Caitlin didn't have a chance at this point. Her mom on the road, dad on the road. She picked the mom, obviously, for obvious reasons. So, yeah. And I'm
Yeah,
going to
but
say this to this comment right here. She says, she claims to be so divested, but I don't see any white men jumping to marry her or take her in. Where's her white knight? So I'm going to say this. People can disagree with me. I listen to both sides, okay? When shit hit the fan, black people, if they have a bad experience with a non-black person, whether they're Asian, white, etc., whether it's woman or man, on average, they tend to run back to each other or briefly
mhm.
because that's just how it is with humans. Like, um, you're gonna go to where you know who's gonna support you. Likely. I'm
Mhm.
just saying.
This, but I think her being
Hmm.
her saying that she's divested and that she don't date black men. I mean, obviously that's a lie. You have
Yeah, it's
a
a huge
child
lie.
by a black man, so it's like I think
Right?
she's
She had a
bitter.
whole daughter. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
She's upset and heartbroken.
Right.
And when those women, even non-black women, when they get upset with black men, they're done. And the other side, okay, some claim they're divested. I'm not saying that no divestment don't exist, but I'm not divested. Successful is not divested. No way in hell.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think it just comes from a place of hurt and bitterness. But I think her preference
Mhm.
is definitely black men.
Definitely black men to the max. I
Yeah.
mean, it just reeks black men, black men. Like, I'm
That's all
not
she
going to
talks
fall
about.
for it. Right. That's her type. That's okay. That's her type.
But it was very nice speaking to you.
Well, thank you for coming up. And I know she appreciated your $10 at the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
She definitely
she did.
did.
Trust, she did.
All right, I'm gonna hop off. Thank you for
Okay,
having
thank
me.
you.
Willing to pay for a 20-year-old car $4,000, $5,000. They not.
Hey,
Oh, thank you for coming up. Okay, we got three people. Three people.
hey. So I don't have too much to say, but
Hmm.
because it's it's a real busy time right now. But
I
the
bet.
same thing that happened to Diamond happened to me. I was blocked by her more than once, but I guess at
Dang.
some point she probably unblocked everybody.
Yeah, she
And
did.
yeah, so I was unblocked. I was like, okay, cool. But like I said, I think in total I probably gave her like $45. I think I probably
That's really
sent
nice.
Well, yeah, I probably sent like 20, then 5, and then I know I donated to her to I don't know if it was her first GoFundMe, but
Hmm. Oh, she had a
um
GoFundMe. That's right. That's right. I
yeah,
forgot.
but I've been on your panel before, and like I said
Hmm.
before, there's certain stuff that she like says that kind of turned me off from donating to her.
Like what
Um
for you?
the I just I I don't want to, I honestly don't want to even talk bad about the lady, but because this is the thing, right? I
Hmm.
feel like I mean, I'm not going to say she's mentally ill. I'm not going to say that. I don't
Hmm.
know. But I just still feel like she's, like, I feel like nobody ever like gave her the game. She's clearly
Hmm.
like not really, um, she's not really prepared to just be on her own out in this world. You know what I mean?
Right.
She doesn't know what she's doing, and she's under the impression she's also like the type of person that you can't tell her anything. So for that reason, I feel bad for her because I'm not saying her luck is never going to change, but I do think also like when you're going through something, um it can
Hmm.
kind of, I'm not gonna say it makes you a bad person, but what I'm saying
A
is
little bit upstairs, like one of
we
their cousins. They messed her up.
Well, what I'm saying about her is that, let's just say if she wasn't, even though she's kind of the reason why she's going through all this, right? Imagine if she wasn't going through all this, then she wouldn't be like, as she wouldn't come off as like mean and bitter as she
Right.
comes off. And I guess since she has a lot of trolls, then if she sees somebody typing and she doesn't like necessarily recognize them or whatever, she might just
Mhm.
think, oh, this is a troll. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's why I
Right.
don't really want to like go in on her like that. But the reason why I kind of stopped donating to her was the colorism. That's one thing. And then the second
Mhm.
thing was I just felt like she thought that people who have a 9 to 5 are like dummies. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
but the 9 to 5 people are the ones giving to her, though.
right, right. And it was like, okay, she shouldn't have to go to work. We go to work in order for us to donate to her. You know what I mean? Like we go to work so she doesn't have to. That's how
Right.
I took it. But I mean, like I said, I feel bad for the lady. Not to say like, not in a I don't want to say judgmental way, because that always sounds bad when you say that you feel bad for somebody. But I really think that she's kind of like, she's, of course she's getting in her own way, and I just don't know how long she's gonna be stuck like this. You know what I mean? So that's why
Mhm.
I do have sympathy for her. And like I said, things that you're going through can also make it worse, if that makes sense. So
That's
she's
true.
probably like really closed up right now, and just kind of just cold and hard inside, if you know what I mean. So
Right. Like the
yeah,
Grinch, something like that.
yeah. um yeah, that's really all I got to say about that. Oh yeah, but
Mhm.
I just wanted to say, yeah, that's how I got the second time. Okay, the first time I got blocked was because she was saying something like I guess she's not getting like high viewership because she's
Mhm.
not dark skinned. I'm just like, wait, what?
She
Where did
said
that come from?
that?
Yeah, she said that. Yeah, yeah. She, I
Whoa.
forgot what word she used, but she basically was saying she's not a Tasha K, she's not a this, she's not a that. She basically said like,
Tasha
you
K
don't.
and them, they have talent. I mean,
Well, she was saying basically like she's not. I guess
wow.
people are not going to support her because she's not dark skinned or whatever.
Well,
Okay,
she
what?
having like Ice
Okay, whatever.
Spice out here. I got you.
So I was basically saying she was delusional, like it doesn't work like that. And then either she blocked me or somebody, one of her mods blocked me or something like that. So I think I was blocked for a long time. But recently she blocked me like a couple months ago because she was showing something on her screen, and it was, she was sharing her screen and showing something,
Mhm.
and her voice was breaking up, the picture was blurry, everything. So I just told her that like she was buffering, and she like, I
Uh-oh.
guess she stopped the video. And I don't know if she went back and looked or whatever, I don't know what
Mhm.
she saw on her side. But she said something about how it's her video is not buffering, and she said I was trying to interrupt her or what she was doing. And whatever. But anyway, she blocked me after that. And then she
Whoa.
didn't even finish the video. She ended up ending the video, and then she took the video down. And I'm in
What?
my mind, I'm like, okay, is she gonna like apologize and be like, hey, my bad? No.
Right.
She just took it down, and that was it. And I think, to my knowledge, I'm still blocked. I don't know. I don't try to type over there. So yeah, but then again, like I said, I'm not gonna really, that's wild to me. But at the same
Mhm.
time, I'm not gonna really fault her for that, because you got to think like, okay, if I was living in my car, just struggling, going through this, going through that,
Mhm.
and not getting really any help, how would that change me as a person? You know what I mean? Would that
Right.
make me?
How would your mind go?
Yeah, yeah. So that's why I'm saying like, I don't really, that's why I say it's cool. I don't hold it against her. I just, I want the best for her. I just want her to you know I don't even know how she could be but I don't know,
Mhm.
maybe, she not listening to anything that anybody says, but I just hope that she,
Zero.
maybe comes to, she's not too old to where she can come to the realization that she needs to change the way that she's approaching this whole thing, and and find some
Right.
stability. Yeah,
Right.
that's it.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Blocked. Okay. But thank you for sharing. Anything else you want to add?
Mhm.
And thank you for being the third person.
No, no, like I said, you know, I I hope she, I hope she finds her way. That's it. You know,
Okay,
that's
right.
it.
I don't think so, but yeah,
Mm.
I was hopeful at one point, but
All right. Well, good talking to you. All
you too.
right. I'll be in the chat. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye. Nanny or something? If he couldn't stay home? Oh, here we have another person. Number 4. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Well, thank you for coming up. Are you one of the people who are happy or you regret giving money? Which side are you on it?
Well, so I actually always considered giving her money, but when I was watching her live streams, when I watch
Mm-hmm.
them, I get worried because she doxes people. Like she has,
Oh, yeah, I feel
she's
like she do.
yeah. So I'm like, you want to like donate, but then there was some times when you say something and she may disagree with you, and then she'll make a little slick comment or say something like an
Mhm.
investigative comment or something. So back in the day when she was like stable before she became homeless, she would, if you watch her videos, she would make
Mhm.
some concerning comments
Mhm.
where you would be like, I wonder, is it worth giving her money? Because what if you get disagree with her one day and she start calling you out by. So
You making
I
me
know,
laugh. Right. You're
right.
right. Yeah.
So yeah, so because she has this biasness and she's has an attitude of not vindictive, but she, and plus she was in insurance. So when people want to give you money, they don't want you giving them problems, after they give you money. So it would be kind of hard for me to give her money if I ever wanted to,
I
because
mean, so which video was it that made you want to give her money even though you didn't? Which video, like what happened on
yeah,
camera? Like what?
yes. It
Go
was
ahead.
she was in a car like when I didn't even realize she was actually in a car until like maybe about 4 months ago.
Oh.
And it was when I came across one of your videos. But
Mhm.
it was when she was oh man, I have to go back to it. I can actually go back to it, but it was about 4 months ago.
Mhm.
And it was before Christmas. Uh
Okay.
you know, I gotta go back to the video, but because I'm on my phone right now, so it'll be kind of hard to like,
Oh, don't worry about it. Just
log
like if
out.
you can recall, like what was it she said? So you saw her and living in a car. Is that when you wanted to give her
Yeah, I was so shocked. I was like, "What?" Like, I don't want to wish that
right?
on nobody,
It
but I
was
was like,
shocking.
yeah, it was. I'm telling you, it was so like I was kind of traumatized because I'm like, man, people go through stuff, but you gotta be careful when you're cursing out your viewers. Even when she goes after the men, she can actually get men to donate to her, but
Mhm.
she's very arrogant. So, when she was saying how it was there was some where she mentioned even about the boyfriend and how she wasn't getting help and she had to they I mean it was sad, but at the same time, again, I don't want to be in an issue where
Mhm.
she's calling you out because she used to call people out by their information back in the
Oh,
day. She would be calling them out, and it's like people, you got to respect people's privacy. So, um,
regardless, no matter what.
anytime now, yeah,
Right.
even now. I mean,
Mhm.
if I would love to have donated to her, but um, because I don't like that situation. But at the same time, I kind of think she enjoys living in the car. To be honest with you, because
She could. She
yeah,
could be
I think
enjoying
she
it.
does. I think she's saving a lot of money. And for her, at her age, she can only go so far, but it's very dangerous for her daughter who's just starting her new life. And let me tell you, anything can happen. They could be going into a store and somebody can accuse her for stealing something and
Mhm.
they try to leave and they get arrested and where are they going to stay? So it's so many weird things that
Right.
happen, especially to black women. But
Mhm.
Kaylin's at the age where she needs to be very careful because when people, I mean, there's only so far you can go in Texas that people will start picking up on who you are. So,
Right.
oh, these people are homeless. These people are homeless. So, you want to, whatever proceeds that she's getting, she can actually start a GoFundMe. Truth be told,
That's true.
I'm,
That's
I'm
true.
surprised she never started a GoFundMe. That's odd to me because, um,
Well,
she
she
seems
did
to.
have one up. I'm gonna be honest. I don't recall seeing it, but someone said she did have GoFundMe in the past.
I mean, I wouldn't mind giving her money, but I just,
You don't want
it's
the
just
shout
it.
out.
Exactly. It's like, let me disagree with you, but don't be trying to dox me, or dox your your support, your YouTube supporters, because like,
Right.
even though we don't agree with you, we still kind of support you because we're watching it and you getting, like, you're getting attention from that. So, um, so I don't know. She she has a lot going on. And I noticed the other
Lot.
day, and I know it's off topic and I'm gonna let you go, but like yesterday I was watching her video. I think it was like 30 minutes or whatever.
It
And
was.
she was just kind of like hopping around saying, oh, one minute she wants to go back to school, and then the next minute she's on this job. And then she starts talking about another situation with income. I'm like, girl, just stick to one thing. Dang. Like, you
Right.
want to go back to school? Don't be competing with your daughter to go back to school. Like, let your daughter live her life. It's like she kind of
Hmm.
wants to be competing with her daughter. So, but she was hopping around like, I got this good job, and then all of a sudden, but I can go back to school. It's like, you don't. It's not so much you can do in a car. Like, you know what
I
I
know.
mean?
It's
Like,
not a lot of things you can do. That's true.
yeah. So I watch it, but I'm just like, it's a case study. She's definitely a case study. Like, anybody in psychology,
Right.
she's a case study. Seriously.
I'm just
Because I mean,
keeping check on her because I feel like if she doesn't get shelter and stop living in that car, it's dangerous. Something can happen to her. And I said, I guess they can use my videos for the
yeah. Oh, that's
news.
nice
So,
of you. Yeah, that's good of you. I mean, seriously, it's like a lookout. It's a community lookout. But I don't
exactly.
know. Is she really? Sometimes I'm thinking, is she really living in a car? Or does she just come out sometimes? I've never seen her like, hey, pause, you guys. Let me go get this order. I mean, she says
That's
she's
what I'm
doing stuff,
saying.
but
Like, I
is
mean, let us see it. Like there's other people who do DoorDash, and you see
yeah.
them driving to get
I
that
do
order.
DoorDash. I do
See?
DoorDash, and trust me,
Hmm.
you do get out the car. Like you do something like, oh, okay, let me get this order or something. But
We
I
don't
wonder if
see any of that.
I mean to ask you, do you think you could bring another homeless person on, like somebody who that's YouTube homeless, and maybe ask them about this type of homelessness and see what their input,
There's another
see
one on
like,
YouTube as well. I did leave a comment, but I didn't ask her to come up or anything. And she does DoorDash as well. It's kind of I'm like it's risky to depend on DoorDash in my opinion.
yeah,
I don't
it
know how
is.
much you
It's
get
gotten
paid.
worse. It's gotten worse.
Too many people are doing it. I think made it worse. Maybe I don't know.
Well, they had a lot of illegals that were doing it, and it was really messing up
Uh,
the messing everything up. So, I mean, because I used to be able to make $1,500 a month, but now, I mean,
that's
if I make,
decent. That's really good. Okay.
yeah, that was like I mean, I could pay I could pay a lot of bills with that money, but
Right.
now it's like it's crazy. So I hope everything gets better with that. But yeah, it'd be interesting to have somebody else who is aware of, or who is homeless, like one of those bloggers who are
Mhm.
YouTubing their homeless life, because she has fake eyelashes on. Did you guys see that? Did
Yeah,
y'all
I
see her fake
did.
eyelashes? It did, for somebody who homeless. It just don't. It's not. How
Someone
could you
think
be?
well, two people think that she's pretending to be homeless. Other people don't think she is.
I
So
kind of
I don't
think
know.
she is faking it though, because when you homeless, like, do you have, your car's supposed to be filled up, like things happen, that car's supposed to
Oh,
be a
that's
certain way.
true. Oh
Like, do you ever see anything in the back? You don't even see pillows.
my
Like,
God,
even if
you
they're in
got
the
a
trunk, you
point.
never see her get out her car and go to her trunk. You never see her go to the gas station. Like,
Yes,
you
and she's
never
got these
see her
little
actually.
luxury gyms too for a homeless person. I did think like, wow, for a homeless person, she looks well fed and there's everything's organized in that vehicle.
Yeah, I've mentioned that. I don't know if she's really truly homeless. I think she could be living somewhere, and then she's probably maybe just hiding the person and making the people think that she's out there struggling. And maybe she's hustling those people like, oh, I don't have any money. And then she's going out doing it, and they don't even probably know who she is. Maybe she's with some
Right.
old, you never know, because she's not home. I don't think she's homeless. Like,
She
she's
has a
well
thing for
kept. She
older
gets
black
her
men.
nails manicured. Her
Yeah.
nails are manicured. Her hair is done. I mean, look at all the stuff makeup kit and everything. I don't think she's homeless. Like, she literally has a makeup kit. Come on now.
That's true.
Eyelashes. I mean,
I mean, I don't
she's
even wear eyelashes. I never even tried it yet, but she is a very glamorous homeless person. You got a point there. You got a point.
she's manicured. Look at her fingernails. Come on.
Yes, and the curls
She's
are popping.
yeah, they're popping, and she got makeup. Like, when you're homeless, You don't have time for that because that's very high maintenance. Like your facial, it's not like she's going to physically work in a store or anything. She's just on
Right.
YouTube.
And her and Caitlin were eating this organic looking salad one day. I said, "Wow, for homeless people, like homeless people don't really care about healthy stuff like that. They're trying to
Yeah,
So you got a point.
yeah, I don't know about that. Let's look at her toenails. Tell her to pull her toenails on the screen.
I
See
bet they're
see if
manicured
they
and
done.
everything. All pedicured up and everything with diamonds on it, white tips.
Right. No, seriously. I wonder if somebody ask her, show your toenails and see. I mean, I get my nails done, but I'm not
Hmm.
homeless, but my nails sometimes look like they need to get done. But
Not the
she got
successful
fake
ones.
eyelashes on.
Yeah, she do. She be having her little lashes on you. You have a point, and that's true because I remember when I used to go to this other college campus, this girl was homeless, and all her stuff were packed in the back seat and in her trunk in her car.
Exactly. So where's
So
she
you
keeping
gotta.
her pillows, her blankets?
Oh my
Uh,
God, you're
yeah,
right.
I mean, at least have like a box in there for her underwear. Like, I'm gonna ask her one day.
Wow.
Somebody should ask her, how are you, if you're homeless, how do you live in your car? They should ask her. She ain't got nothing like a pair of shoes. You know, you have to have a pair of shoes, some jeans. Like,
Right.
you gotta have a purse. Like, these
So
people are
this
not
could be a
homeless.
scam because I'm like, you gotta dang. Because I was like, wow, she's like, I'm not going to Planet Fitness. I'm going to this other gym that charges hundreds of dollars. I'm like, wow, look at you. Okay. I mean, I did kind of question, but I said maybe she one of them bougie homeless people I never heard of.
No, she's a pretty big girl to be homeless. She's eating a lot. She
I
eating
know,
really well. And
I
you know, in
know.
like in Africa, when you big like that, they tell that you eating good. If you homeless, you losing weight. Like you're losing weight. You're not gaining 20 pounds in the car.
That's true.
Sorry.
Because I'm like, she is gaining in the vehicle. I mean,
Yeah,
she
she is. She's big. I mean, I know. No, I'm not.
unless
Okay,
her
listen,
subscribers
lady.
are just making her. I mean, they're sending money and they're feeding her real well.
They're going to restaurants. Trust me, they're eating lobsters and they're going to Red Lobster. They're going to Red Lobster and PF Chang's. Y'all are giving her luxury dinners and y'all don't even know it. Her nails
Yeah.
is done. Y'all taking her to go get her hair done, her eyelashes. She's
Yes.
she's getting booed up. This woman is a hustler. That's the truth. Because all the stuff that she says, everybody has these problems. You just never know, but she's too well fed and she's too well up to date to be. She might. She's well. She got too much going on to be homeless. I'm
I've
sorry.
seen the homeless people in
Um.
California. They always looking rough and dirty, and they don't
Yeah.
want to be that way. But here, successful, the Texan. That's a good
Right.
point.
She may not want to just pay rent, and she might just be trying to hustle. Because she definitely they definitely get their they definitely get stuff done. I'll let you go. I gotta go, but I'm watching you. I'm glad you got this topic today.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up too.
Thank you. Have a good one. I'm
You
listening.
too. Okay.
because I do need to get mine.
Kate. Oh, I didn't know. So you donated money? Let me show. Hello.
KT, this KT sexy.
Yeah. How are you? So you donated money? I didn't know.
Hell no, I've
I
never,
wanted the link for people who donated, but I did have someone up here who said they wanted to donate, but they didn't. They were scared of being doxxed.
I have never, I told y'all last time, I have never, hey baby, hey big blue, I have never donated to this woman. I tell people all the time, to the 95 people that are here, do not donate, don't give her a penny. Don't even give none to Caitlin. I just wanted to clarify.
Not even to claim.
Don't give none of them nothing. I don't mean to be rude. I know you
Mhm.
talking about homelessness.
Yeah,
People end up homeless for a reason. And sometimes it's because they have burned bridges. I've told you that.
you did. Yeah,
Like I
it
said,
happens.
let me tell you, it happens. When they end up homeless, a lot of people that look, I just was telling, I know y'all remember Dawn Richardson, the girl from In Vogue.
Yeah, yeah.
She just went viral this week.
Mhm.
And she said that she said the reason why she stopped, she was living in a car or whatever, this, and people were feeling sorry for her, And I put underneath the comment, well, go get a job. There's no reason why a full body person is sitting in
Mhm.
their car and living in their car when, like I said, at the very least, you could be a greeter at Walmart. I
Yeah,
don't
anything.
I don't feel sorry for Dawn. Dawn reminds me of Leah. In a matter of fact,
Mhm.
Leah spoke on Dawn and
Oh, she did. I missed that one. Okay.
she did say that, and she was like the girl from In Vogue living in a car, and
Mhm.
it's the same situation. They don't want to work a 9 to 5. Dawn thinks in her mind she's bigger than what she is. At the end of the day, she's this singer. How dare I go walk into somebody's 9 to 5? I sang.
Right.
I've been in Vogue. Well, that's Leah. How dare I go walk into a 9 to 5? I don't want nobody to see me, who Leah, going into a 9 to 5, who me, and be like a regular average person. I'm not a regular.
Right.
She does not see herself as that. She sees herself as above that, like somebody had said earlier, like commission jobs. It's almost no different than the dude who pursued being rapping because he don't want to go work. He thinks
Yeah.
he's above. He thinks he's above all of that. So these people go get these hustles and all of this stuff behind closed doors, which in actuality, I'm gonna be honest with you, like you
Mhm.
said, going from somebody's house day to day, not house, because she's not going to people's houses.
Mhm.
So I want to clarify that she's going to small businesses. Remember,
That's right. She did say that. She did say
so
that.
the
Yeah.
businesses that she's going to is small businesses, and she's trying to convert them to the whoever that company is payment system, and she's making sales off of that. So these are the people who are going to be selling like Cash App. They're going to be selling like new processing systems, new registration systems, or whatever. So yes, this girl has to go door to door and go to these little mom and pop small
And
businesses.
that's crazy. That's crazy to me, but
Right.
what?
And so, and my whole point is she'll rather sit there than to go greet at Walmart. Like you said, Walmart has very good benefits, so does Target, even though
Mhm.
whatever. My whole point is places like that for her who do not have a degree and who does not have a skill set, you need to go get something that is going
Start
to
out
put
small.
right. That's not. You want to go maybe work overnight and then get up in the morning on your days off if you want to do that commission stuff, because let's be honest, her working commission, she can do that whenever she wants.
Right on the side. On the side.
Do that on the side, because she's not going to be like I said, those kind of jobs are for people who already have like a somebody with a steady income coming in.
Mhm.
And so like I said, if she had a husband or a
Those
significant
are the ones who do it the most. Because I know a Hispanic girl. She did. She tried out commission, but she lived with her mom and dad. There's the secret. Okay.
right, because it's not stable income.
It's
One minute
not.
you're up, 1 minute you're down. So she can't, but she thinks she's above all of that. Okay, I work a 9 to 5, but like I said,
Mhm.
at the end of the day, so you look down on me, but you want my money,
Right. That's the
and that's the
yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
That's the same thing I feel about Dawn. You laying in your car and you're crying and you going through some revolution, but you got people that sitting up there, oh, we need to get together and give her money. No, you don't need to give nobody no money. This girl, yeah, she can sing, but apparently it's not working out. Go get a
She
job.
had her time. She had her time. You know, all music groups. There's some music groups I never even heard of. They had all had their time.
Right.
So,
So if you're not in your time, go get you a
mhm,
job. You
like
got a lot
everybody else.
you got a lot of these celebrities. They get on drugs, they go homeless,
Yep.
and because when it's not their time anymore, they don't want to be a regular person.
They don't. They be fighting to stay in Hollywood. Not everyone's going to be like Raven. You know, she was in the Bill Cosby show and then had her own thing. That's rare.
Right. That doesn't
Yeah.
happen all the time. And let's just be honest. She just did a interview on her own podcast and said that she suffered from with a borderline personality disorder. And I
What? I didn't know. I didn't. Wow.
yes, she does. And I already told you that I think Leah suffers from borderline, but she definitely has a mental disorder.
Of course, she got something going on
And
being in
like
that car.
attract likes. All of those guys that be in her lives and following her, they all just as awkward and slow as her. And I said
I'm
that.
just saying, if I was a black man, I mean, I might watch for entertainment, but I wouldn't give because if you're saying you don't like any black men, that's just my opinion. Same thing with a guy, a black guy, say I don't like any black women. I wish I would donate and hype up this channel. Business, yeah.
I don't like to brag on none of that stuff. What I'm saying is, where it make dollars, you gotta make sense. At the end of the day, baby girl, Texas got a bunch of opportunities. You're right, way more educational opportunities than Louisiana, and far more jobs. So this girl should not be in her coat. So it is a very embarrassing for you to even say that. That girl has more opportunity than a little bit. That girl, you can literally go to Houston and somersault into a job. That's the conversation we need to have then, to be worrying about what state is poverty and who less educated. Because guess what? Even if I was less educated, I go take my butt down to somebody's job and go work and hustle. Not sitting in the car begging and crying, hot and musty, all sweaty and a butt in between the legs, and going hopping from pillar to pan inside of a gym. You going to luxury gyms. What you going to luxury gyms for? I don't know. You're not luxury. But that's a whole nother conversation that we not even gonna get on. But my whole point is, I would rather go to my place in the hood where they shoot them up, bang, bang, pop, 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 and all of this stuff, duck
Mm-hmm.
and dodge my bullets,
Well,
lay
that's
up there,
scary.
if I gotta get me a bulletproof vest, or I gotta put some extra locks on my door and to
Dang.
pay $600 a month until I get myself on my feet, I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
To survive.
Let me tell you something. Before I moved over to this house, baby, I stayed right in the hood, in the eight wall,
Mm-hmm.
and I still was in my profession. But guess what, baby? I wanted a house. So at the end of the day, I took where I was, and I was paying $750.
That's
And guess
good.
what? I was in a spark of the hood where I stayed across the street from a ballroom. And I
Dang.
tell you,
But
at
you
the
made
end of
it
the day,
work.
right, you gonna make it work. And guess what? Ain't nothing happened to me. Nothing happened to none of my cars. Ain't nobody robbed me. Ain't nobody did me. I mind my business and they mind mine. And the matter of fact, you'll be very surprised that if you live in the hood, they gonna look out for you.
Yeah,
So
people need to stop judging the hood. They make some good food out
right.
there
So
too.
so don't get up here and holler about some, oh, why she going over here talking about, oh, I'm in a good neighborhood in Plano. Girl, you in a car in the streets.
And
I don't
part
even want I don't even care where you living at, or where you at, and you in your car. You could never impress me by telling me where you at. And you laid up there and you're not gonna have no good luck if she on there. And if her followers is on here, she went and
well, let me
crashed on.
say this. I will say this. Okay, so anybody want to come up? I will let KT Sexy down for one of the loyalists. Boris Strong says, no, if you want to come up, I'll just let you come up on your own. He or she says, this is what makes people not want to come up and tell their story because of women like this caller. They don't want to come up off like this. Well, you can come up solo. If you want to come up, I will drop the link one at a time. I did say that. You don't have to come up with with KT Sexy. I guess Boris, where Boris
Who
is.
this is? This is Piper Solo talking about the one can't rent a room where I'm at $750. You still trying to get up on this live and trying to crap on people because you trying to crap.
So if anybody want to come up, just come up, and then I
Baby,
can bring you
before
back later
before she
too.
let me down, let me tell you something, Piper.
Hmm.
Whatever your name is, Solar Star, or where you at, baby girl. For the last goddamn 8 years, I had a goddamn apartment in outside of San Francisco, and I still had that damn house down here. Girl, don't play with me. And you already know what rent working with up here. Like I said, again, I'm not gonna tell you what I do. They know, but you can never crap on me. So you can sit your butt up on this line and act like you doing something and you not.
Yeah, one at a
Because
time
if
is
you
welcome.
want to
Don't
play,
don't
if you
worry about
want to
it.
play and go toe to toe, if you want to play and go toe to toe on what we have, we can go at it. I'll give you my email address, or I'll give you my phone number and we can go at it.
Oh, the phone number is Boris. Oh, someone wants to know is Boris Caitlin. If that's you, Caitlin. Hi, girl. If you're
No, I
Boris,
don't crap. I don't crap, baby. No, I could have never lived in San Francisco in the 80s, baby. I just fully moved back down and got rid of my
hi,
apartment in
Caitlin.
2022 because I work from home.
I would love Caitlin up here too. If Boris, if you're really
But
Caitlin, that would be
Piper, but
something.
Piper, won't you come on up? Won't you come on up?
I promise it's just gonna be me and Piper. Piper don't want you up at
Yeah,
the
come
same
on
time.
up.
And then you can come back later if you want to after Piper.
I will tell you this, and I'm gonna leave it at this. That for the average person to survive in San Francisco and to have an apartment, the average income is 235. Now you
Hmm.
sit on that. I think she might. Do she still have that? GoFundMe.
See, I don't even know. I don't even look. She did have one, but I don't know if it's still up. It's likely still up.
Yes, you're right. You're not vested. I'm vested though. So at the end of the day, I told y'all, for Piper must be new. I'm a hater. I'm vested. I'm entertained by Leah. I'm the whole nine. And you call me a clucker, I'm a paid clucker. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. You say Piper, you saying it's all in the research. Research of what? That she can't go work at Burger King? That she can't go work at Walmart? That she can't work at Home Depot? That she can't work at Lowe's? These people are always hiring. Costco. This girl can't go work at EVS in a hospital. She can't do nothing. She can't go be a C. Somebody told her to go be a CNA. She ain't want to go do that. And you're telling me that you done did research into what?
That is true,
Literally
Classy.
go.
Both of them can work together 9 to 5, put their money together as mother and daughter can get out of this. That is true.
They have lots of people who
That's
work
true.
through cancer. They lots of people. In a matter of fact, cancer has evolved so much. I was just talking about this the other day. This cancer has evolved so much that the recovery time of cancer, a lot of times work is not even letting you off that much. It's sad, but what I'm saying is, yes, people with cancer can work. So my whole point is, this girl don't have cancer as far as we know, and she does not have no illnesses besides her saying she have anemia and trigeminal neuralgia, which at the end of the day ain't now none of them critical. So the hell, I got anemia. Just get up there and go buy, take one of them salads that you eat one day, and just go buy you some iron pills, baby. That's all you got to do.
But no, Boris Strong, you can come up here solo and I will drop KT Sexy down. She can come up later if you
Yeah,
want to speak.
come up. Do they want to come?
Yeah, I promise solo 101. If you are a fan of Successful, I'm not putting, look, it's okay. Both sides are welcome. I don't care.
I always wanted to hear from somebody who supports her.
Me
And
too.
I always wanted to hear, because I need to hear y'all logic. I just really want to hear y'all logic behind this, because I'm baffled. I'm truly baffled at somebody. I could never sit on. Child, I work 2 jobs, and there is no way in hell I'm gonna give somebody any of my paycheck who I know they could go work. I have a stepbrother who is extremely autistic, and that's the person that I was talking about. He works.
Mm-hmm.
This boy works 20 hours. He still gets his social security, and this boy
Mm-hmm.
still goes to work,
Trying.
and he DJs on the side.
Dang.
And
Okay.
you gonna sit and tell me that a girl that you gonna sit and tell me that a full body woman that I don't even see that she has no type of MR or autism or anything like that, this girl can work, besides her being a nutcase, that she can go get out here and work? There's no way in the world. And yeah, she can go enroll in truck driving school. She can go there are a lot of possibilities, and I'm gonna be very honest with you. The reason, in her defense, in Leah's defense,
Mm-hmm.
I will say this in her defense: when she did have that apartment, she's not giving you the whole story, but you have to read in between the lines. When she had that apartment, y'all, she didn't give up that apartment because it was nasty, had roaches and everything.
Right.
Remember, Caitlin was the goal was for Caitlin to go enroll into the University of San Antonio.
Right. Right.
Remember, the apartment was directly across the street from the school.
Dang, that's good.
So what she was trying to do was, she got in that apartment on the guise of that Caitlin was going to go to that school, and she was going to use Caitlin's loan check, and they were going to live in that apartment. The problem was, Caitlin didn't do it. If you notice, Caitlin said on the live, she was 2, 3 months. She never had the money to fully stay in that apartment.
Right. Okay.
So stressed out and mad at Caitlin, and they ran. They ran and jumped rent because she never had it from the beginning.
Dang.
And that came out of Caitlin mouth. And she said she moved across the street from the university. So she went under the guise of enrolling this girl in school and them living off her loan checks, which is why she keeps telling her you need to go to school. No, Caitlin does not need to go to school. Caitlin, I keep telling y'all, Caitlin is not that smart, even though she keep on lying saying these 3.7s, 8s. Honor, she was none of that. That girl needs to go to the military. She needs to go to Job Corps. She needs to go get a trade. If she does good in that and she prospers in that, then she can maybe go and get this girl has been living like a drifter.
Mm-hmm.
Can't put nobody who been living like a drifter with no structure and anything in and expect her to go and conform to getting up and going to anybody's class. This girl is and she's been having problems in school her entire time that she's ever been to school. That's not college material.
I mean, college is not for everyone. I remember someone told me that years ago that because I'm like, why don't more people go to college or whatever? She's like, it's not for everybody.
College is not hard. If it here go, college is hard when you're going for like engineering, doctor, nursing,
Mm-hmm.
social work, stuff like that, where you have to go into get law. Stuff
Internship
like
and all that
that.
stuff.
All that
Yeah,
stuff. It's hard then.
it
If
is.
if you go to school for I forgot what she said she was going. I don't know, criminal justice, something like that. She could squeeze. It's all about you being committed and going to show up in these people classrooms. They'll work with you. Oh hell, they have tutoring and all kind of stuff. You could go meet with a one-on-one person. They, especially in the PWIs, they be posting up. Oh, we have meetups in the library. You could go hook up with the nerdy kids, get with them. They'll help you out. You could get through school.
Mm-hmm.
It's just about dedication.
That's true. And these campuses, they have a lot of resources for
They have
students. If you need
the
help.
resources for you to get through, but it takes
Mm-hmm.
commitment and structure. She does not have that.
Yep. Because you can't mess up because they will kick
No,
you out that program.
and then to sit there and say that you're gonna go and just to get loan checks, because that's all she worried about is loan checks.